Some ranches seem to be a step above the rest, and that is certainly the case for the Elk River Ranch. At approximately 3,236 contiguous acres, and with over 3 miles of Elk River frontage, this property is one of the premier ranches in Kansas. Combine the recreation opportunities that abound around every corner of the ranch with a working cattle operation and the roughly 409 acres of tillable cropland, and you have a property that can be used and enjoyed year-round in any number of ways. Located just south of Longton, Kansas, the ranch is easily accessible from Wichita, Kansas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Kansas City. This property is incredibly diverse, offering everything an eastern Kansas sportsman could ask for. Starting on the north end, the property has Elk River frontage that divides areas of production farm ground and cuts through planted food plots, with old massive cottonwood trees guarding the riverbanks. Assorted oak trees, sycamores, elm trees, osage orange, cedars, and other tree species come together to form dense timber pockets that reveal obvious deer travel corridors that have been beat down for generations. Look and listen closely, and the northern side of the ranch will share some of its history with you. There is an old abandoned iron bridge hidden in the new growth whose remnants make its way over to the Elk River, and an old barn full of stories whose wood has seen the hard work of generations making their way on this land. Native American arrowheads and other artifacts have been found along the river. Moving south, the land begins to slowly gain elevation, and the tillable farmland becomes intertwined between patches of native grass and timber surrounds. Everywhere you look seems to be another perfect bedding area or feeding area. The south end of the ranch has more open pasture and sits at some of the highest elevations, although the deep draws continue to hold timber and ponds. The fencing throughout the property is solid, and this area is cross-fenced into 3 separate pastures and is set up for good rotation. It also has some beautiful rock formations and natural springs. Situated at the end of a scenic 1.5 mile long driveway that leads you past the highest point on the ranch, the home features a total of 4,512 square feet with 5 bedrooms and 3 full baths spread throughout a main floor. As you enter the home, your eyes are immediately taken to the vaulted pine wood ceilings and the wall of windows overlooking the lake and timbered hills. The great room features a fireplace that was built with natural stone found on the property and incredible hand-sawn solid wood floors held in place with hand-cut nails. The open concept kitchen is anchored by a large granite island and granite countertop with plenty of custom hardwood cabinets. Much like the rest of the home, the large master suite has large windows to enjoy the scenic hilltop views and natural light. It also features a large walk-in closet, tile shower, and large granite vanity. The guest bedrooms are all good in size, and there's enough sleeping area for many guests to enjoy this wonderful Kansas ranch at one time. The basement is finished and has walkout French doors to a covered stone patio. Imagine swapping a day's hunting stories over cocktails at the extra-large granite showpiece bar while the steaks cook just outside on the Cowboy Grill fire pit. There are 2 outbuildings on the property, both with concrete floors. One is located near the lake and measures 45 by 45 feet, and the other is located near the north property gate and measures 38 by 42 feet. Both have extra tall overhead doors, and together they allow for enough storage for all your equipment and toys. For decades, the caretakers of this property have been focused on managing and growing the caliber of large antlered white-tailed deer that Kansas is known for. Strategically planted food plots, corn feeders, and minerals have been a year-round mandate on the ranch, and the results have shown themselves time and again. Throughout the spring, turkey gobbles and bobwhite quail whistles can be heard echoing through the hills of the ranch. Quail use the grasslands and thick underbrush of the creek bottoms for cover and can often be seen in coveys of 20 or more birds. The Elk River meanders through the property with its steady current and creates some fishing holes that hold catfish so large you'll wonder how many years they've remained working these river currents. The middle of the property boasts the nearly 9-acre lake, which has a depth of up to 26 feet deep and has been stocked with game fish, including wipers, a hybrid bass that combine the size of striped bass and the bad attitude of white bass. Many species of waterfowl, including mallards and Canadian geese, make stops at these ponds as they make their way to the Central Flyway. The farming on the ranch has been a combination of production and food plots for wildlife. The production side could easily be expanded with additional acres allotted. The productive soils in that area of the ranch are mason silt loam and have 0 to 1% slope. Like most of Kansas, folks who make their home here will experience all 4 seasons. The weather can vary greatly from one side of the calendar to the other, which is part of what makes it a wonderful place for recreation. For more information or a private qualified showing, call Stacy Callahan or Jim Elliott today.